My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Killers of the Flower Moon. And let's just get to it. I despised this movie. I thought it was abysmal. Like, this is, no lie, one of the most miserable theatrical viewing experiences I've had in my entire life. And look, I know that Gavin is supposed to like it because it's directed by Martin Scorsese. And look, I have a lot of respect for that man. He has made some fantastic movies. And he seems like the most genuine guy. But my opinion still stands. And I don't care that everybody else is calling this movie a masterpiece. I don't care if people are calling it the best movie of the year. This is one of the worst movies of 2023. But let's begin with what I did like, and it's well shot. The production design is good. And the performances are fine. Leonardo DiCaprio, he's fine. I think he's one of, if not the best actor, but this is far from his finest work. He just doesn't have all too much to work with, and I found his character to be severely underwritten. Then you've got Robert De Niro, who I also thought gave a fine performance. Nothing overly special. But then you get to Lily Gladstone, and this is the performance that people are really praising. I thought she was flat. I don't think it was this nuanced, resolved performance. I thought it was just flat. She added nothing to this movie for me. She can scream convincingly, and that's about it. But to be fair to the actors, they don't really have all that much to work with. I just thought the characters had zero depth to them. And like the relationship between Ernest and Molly is the core of this story. It is at the very center. And I never believed it for even a second. So that just comes down to bad writing. And it just makes for a very unengaging watch where you don't care about any of the characters, you're not interested in any of the characters. It just makes it so it's so difficult to pay attention. And I also feel like this movie is kind of going about the story from the wrong point of view. Yeah, I know it's a boring criticism when it comes to a movie like this, but if Molly was the main character, then this movie would be so much more compelling. But with Ernest, Leonardo DiCaprio as the main character, it just feels like nothing new from Martin Scorsese. It feels redundant of his past works, especially Goodfellas and Wolf of Wall Street and The Irishman. It just feels like I've seen this movie before, and the one unique aspect about it, the usage people, aren't nearly developed enough. And like this movie has some truly horrific stuff happening. And I never cared. And I should, because I'm a wuss when it comes to movies. I played Last of Us 2 and I'm a weeping mess all 30 hours. And this movie didn't even make me tear up once. That's how you know they did a bad job. We also get this ending reveal that I heard was shocking, but I saw it coming from a mile away. Like, at the 90-minute mark, I just thought to myself, oh, this is totally going to be the reveal at the end. And I was bang on. I never get endings correctly, but I did here. And just because a movie's predictable doesn't mean it's bad, but I also feel like the ending lacked the power it needed because other elements were underdeveloped. I didn't really care for the musical score either. And the story just never grabbed me. So like, at 2 hours, 90 minutes, I would still hate this movie, but I said despised. So why do I use such strong language? And it's because this movie is 3.5 hours long. That is absolutely ridiculous. There are some long movies I love. Avatar 2 and Babylon were my two favorite movies of last year, and they're both just a few minutes shorter than this one. But man, did I really feel it drag here. I feel like there's a more streamlined version of this movie that exists at 2 hours, and it just was a miserable watch. I felt each and every minute. And when you've got a 3.5 hour long story with underwritten characters and a movie that just lacks any bit of depth, then that's just bad writing. And this movie is also like super heavy handed. Like there's like 10 times where Leonardo DiCaprio's like, I love money. And I'm like, well, that's subtle. And I'm not saying it's completely inaccurate, but I don't know. This movie could have easily been trimmed down. Anyone saying otherwise, I think is just... It's all subjective, but I strongly disagree with some. So, yeah, this movie did nothing for me. It's not entertaining, it's not tense, it's not thought-provoking. I don't think it's got anything interesting to say thematically. I thought the performances were fine at best. I thought it was way too long. It was excessive. It was boring. I thought the story decisions were baffling. I didn't care about anything I was supposed to. I truly hated this movie. So I'm giving Killers of the Flower Moon a 0.5 out of 10. Oh my goodness, Gavin, you don't have the same opinion as everyone else. You know nothing. You don't understand the brilliance of Martin Scorsese. Shut the fuck up. Just don't dislike this video and then fuck off, okay? But what did you think of Killers of the Flower Moon? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.